Okay, what to expect at We Trade Drop Off 2024? What are we doing different this time, Tracy?
Okay, we always have to do something different. We're going to
Okay.
try this and we'll see if it works. Fingers crossed. What are we doing different? We're going to have workers place the books in the very specific categories and the shoes in the very specific sizes. And so for consigners, when they're dropping off and they're dropping those items off, there will be like either IKEA bags or boxes or bins where you'll put broader stuff like girls. I mean, it might be an IKEA bag for a specific girl's size shoe, but then we're going to have workers most likely on Wednesday, really zhuzhing all like the shoe shelves, for example. And then on the book tables, we'll have workers that will take those like infant books and go put them in the more specific categories.
So that way
So
we don't have
that's
to touch everything so many times. Because then
it.
once we realize how much of something we have, then we can set a place for it. And that's going to, I think, maybe be really great, right?
It should certainly speed up drop off for our consigners. And then, because I know like we really love shopping the books when they're so specific and well organized, but it's a lot of work to get there. And if you are trying to drop off Clifford books and you can't find that sign, it can be really frustrating. So
it's going to speed up your drop off process.
So it'll speed up the drop off process. So maybe we should just back up and kind of replay as quickly as we can what the drop off process looks like.
Okay, you get to the Ag Center, which is enter gate 5 off of Boylston Highway. Like you're coming down from the airport, you pass it's on the left. You should see some signs. When you come in the main hallway. Like it'll say like there'll be a giant sign and you will come in hopefully already checked in by the computers, but if from home, from our email we'll send tomorrow. Otherwise, you will see some computers, you will do some preliminary signing in, and then you will go down to the end to get your wristbands. When you come in, though, you should go ahead and bring all your clothes. Like,
if
you only have a small amount of stuff, you can bring everything. But if you have like a lot of stuff and you have like a load of clothes and then a load of toys and books, and so at least fill your hands with the clothes to start with.
Yeah, like I prefer just clothes. Like come into that front kind of entry. It's wider there. We'll have some Z racks. So if, especially depending on the weather and what time, in the afternoons, it's been raining a lot. So let's say you have one nice trick people do to get organized is put garbage bags over hangers grouped by size and gender. So like all your girls size 4 clothes, put like a garbage bag kind of upside down, almost like a garment bag over it. And then that's all together. Let's say you bring those in, maybe it's raining, hopefully it's not. Then you can come in on one of our Z racks, put everything on that rack. Once you've done that and it's organized by gender and size, and then for teens by like type and gender and size, like pants and tops, whatever, then you'll roll that Z rack with you down to the end of the hall towards the bathrooms where Missy and Mary Hudson will be to check you in. They will give you the wristbands, see if you want to sign up for a work shift. And then once you check in with them, they'll activate your inventory and then you'll go into the sales floor. And this is where in the spring, we kind of worked out this. You just walk in and there'll just be Z racks right there where normally the registers and checkouts are. And you'll just place your items by gender and size on those Z racks. And then you can keep walking. And if you only brought in your clothes, then you can just return your Z rack to that front hall, go back out to your car, get your books, toys, whatever, and you can come in and out the side door by the restaurant. We'll have a person there. They're going to want to check your bag on your way out, make sure that there aren't any nefarious people trying to swipe things before the sale starts, unfortunately. It has happened before, but we're getting smart and we're catching everything.
Security. Yeah. So when you're coming through, make sure that maternity coats and costumes are all pulled out. They'll go in a different rack. They won't go in the same rack as your 4T girls clothes. That's a question we get all the time. And you'll see that there'll be a costumes rack at that point, and you'll just put that there. Same, like it's just, it's the boys, girls costumes. And then after that, when you come back in, we should have enough workers. But if we don't, be really good about finding on our map that is on our website and that you will get when you check in where your items go. It'd be great if you pre-organized all the toys and shoes so that you know exactly where you're taking them and exactly where you're dropping them. The other thing to remember is all your large claim tags, all your large items, don't bring those in at all. You're gonna drive those around to the back at the end. So anything that's really bulky and heavy, you wait on that. So.
Right. But if you come in at the end on Tuesday, we always have a long line to drop off large items. So if you have a bicycle or a stroller, bring it through the front door and walk it back there. There'll be workers back there that'll help you get your printed tag onto the large claim tag. And then that brings up the other point, which is the higher value items that would normally be on the sales floor, like shoes, or let's say a DACA tots, or electronics, maybe that are $40 and over. You're going to check those in at customer service and make sure if you bring a tablet or any kind of electronic device that you had to set a password on, it has to be unlocked. And if it's, I mean, even when you think it is, maybe just go ahead and bring a sticky with your contact information so that when someone tries to buy it, we can make sure that it is all, it's all good. Every sale we have somebody where we can't get into something they sold, and it's kind of frustrating.
And people really want to buy it too. And then we just like it's the whole thing. So I think that's really the big highlights. When you come, if you want to bring sneakers that you found that are recyclable but not sellable, we'll have a big bin to take up old sneakers. We recycle those and like earn money for kids to do scholarships for extracurricular activities. We also will be taking your cardboard boxes. So if you bring your stuff in cardboard boxes, we will keep those boxes this time around. We always run out and are like scrambling during the donation time. So we'll put those away and use those for sorting and then in our garage until donation day. And we're really looking forward. So be patient, be excited, and you can bring your kids to drop off. Yep, you can bring your kids to drop off. It's easier if you don't have the little ones, but if these are questions we get a lot, and anyone can drop off your stuff. If you are late or miss your appointment, look at the website for the drop-off hours and do not email us and let us know or ask us for another time. Just show up and get your stuff in before we close on Tuesday night. Like, we're not going to be answering our email, and it doesn't matter. You just want to get it in. This appointments are so that it's staggered entry.
Yeah, so that it's not a ton of people. Because then I will say Monday nights and Tuesday nights are always busier. Tuesday lunchtime, there are very few people signed up to drop off, and it's great because we get to eat lunch, but it's great if you don't like waiting in line and you want to like knock your stuff out. It'll be good.
Yeah. I mean, we understand like your schedule is your schedule, but
that's true.
Okay. All right. Very well. See you guys in a couple of days.